Greetings of peace to all of you. A very warm welcome. We have all gathered here to celebrate the program for Shiva Ratri. So before any announcements, मैं ये कहना चाहूँगी कि अगर किसी को भी हिंदी ट्रांसलेशन चाहिए तो हम आपको यहाँ पे हेडसेट्स दे सकते हैं और जो जूम पर है वो हिंदी सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं. And firstly, I would like to request all of you to please switch off your cell phones so that, or keep them on a silent vibrate, and so that you can enjoy this program. If you need water, it is at the back of the room. The restrooms are in the lobby. And if you have any other questions, you can ask one of the ushers. So today's program flow is that first we listen to a beautiful, soulful song, which will take you in a meditative stage. After that, we have a guest speaker who will share her wisdom with us. And then, in the end, we have a meditation commentary. After that, there is stoli and blessings. And then we are going to serve you with light refreshments. So please stay with us till the end. So let us listen to the song now and experience the serenity of this atmosphere. Thank you.
प्रेम से बस दो घड़ी प्रभु का ध्यान कीजिए, प्रभु का ध्यान कीजिए. प्रेम से बस दो घड़ी प्रभु का ध्यान कीजिए, अपनी अंतर आत्मा को शांति से भर लीजिए, शांति से भर लीजिए. मानव जीवन में जैसे सत्कर्म का ज्ञान जरूरी है, हर कर्म से पहले प्यारे प्रभु का वैसे ध्यान जरूरी है. अपने दिल के दामन को आनंद से भर लीजिए, आनंद से भर लीजिए. प्रेम से बस दो घड़ी. जीवन की अनमोल घड़ियां यूं ही बीत ना जाए कहीं. मायावी जंजीरें मन को आकर्षित कर पाए नहीं. दीप जलाकर ज्ञान का मन को रोशन कीजिए, मन को रोशन कीजिए. प्रेम से बस दो घड़ी प्रभु का ध्यान कीजिए, अपनी अंतर आत्मा को शांति से भर लीजिए, शांति से भर लीजिए.
Om Shanti. So today we have gathered here to celebrate Shiva Ratri. Before that, I would like to introduce the Brahma Kumaris. Brahma Kumaris spiritual organization. We teach Raj Yoga meditation here in the way to experience peace of mind and a positive perspective towards ourselves, towards the world, towards our life. Brahma Kumaris also provides opportunities to people from various backgrounds, whether it is religious or cultural backgrounds, to come and experience meditation and to experience and learn the skills to reflect and meditate derived from the Raj Yoga course. Brahma Kumaris was founded in 1936 in Sindh, that was undivided India in 1936. And today our headquarters is in Mount Abu, Bharat, India. So, and the Brahma Kumaris was founded in US in 1977. We have over 9,000 centers in 120 countries all over the world. And we have over 35 centers in USA. And in New Jersey, we have 2 centers. One is where you are, Piscataway, and another one is Cinnamon Sin Center. And we have also 2 retreat centers. One is in Anubhuti, California, and over here we have in upstate New York. It's called Peace Village. And all our centers provide various programs, teach you meditation, and there are many classes that we provide. And especially in our retreat centers, we have weekend retreats. You can go on a Friday and come back on a Sunday. And they also cover many programs like stress management, inner power, inner peace, and many such topics they cover. So today, I will speak about Shiva Ratri. I remember when I was growing up, and in India, on the Shiva Ratri day, especially, you wake up very early and get ready and go to the temple and stand in a very long line to just get a glimpse for a minute or two where you go to offer milk, fruits, and you worship. And we did that, and we were fasting also during the day. And at some places, they stay awake the whole night. That is called Jagran. That's how we celebrated Shiva Ratri in India. And of course, over here also, there are long lines in the temples on the Shiva Ratri day. But today, we will understand the true spiritual essence of Shiva Ratri. We will understand our true eternal identity. We will also understand the true source, who is our Father and who is the truth, and He's bestows on us unlimited happiness, and He is the true divine beauty, and unlimited benevolence is what He spreads. So, without any further ado, I would like to invite our special guest speaker who has come from Cinnamon Sin, Raj Yogini, Sister Parul. And we would welcome Sister Parul with flowers. Sister Anju will welcome her. Thank you, Sister Anju. Sister Parul has been practicing Raj Yoga. She was exposed to Raj Yoga right in her childhood. But since over 20 years, she has surrendered. And she surrendered her intellect. She's surrendered completely to the cause of spreading peace and spirituality in the whole world. And we are very fortunate to have you today. And she will share with us her wisdom. And at the end, then we will have a meditation commentary. All of you will sit and really visualize and experience whatever the commentary is saying. If you visualize it, and you'll be able to experience the divinity. So welcome, Sister Parul. You can take over.
दिव्य शक्ति का लाल लाल रंग दिव्य शक्ति का विश्व पर है छाया। सर्वेश्वर शिव परम पिता भूमंडल पर है आया। लाल लाल रंग दिव्य शक्ति का विश्व पर है छाया। हो सर्वेश्वर शिव परम पिता भूमंडल पर है आया। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। ज्ञानेश्वर वो विश्वेश्वर वो कलयुगी रात्रि में आया। सर्व गुणों से हर मानव को देव तुल्य बनाया। सोमनाथ वो अमरनाथ वो बबुलनाथ कहलाया। खुद खुदा इस भूमंडल पर बहिष्ठ लेकर आया। मात पिता बंधु सखा बन सब संबंध निभाया। आपस में सब एक है हम ये संदेश सुनाया। ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय, ओम नमः शिवाय। लाल लाल रंग दिव्य शक्ति का विश्व पर है छाया। सर्वेश्वर शिव परम पिता भूमंडल पर है आया। ओम नमः शिवाय, 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 ओम नमः शिवाय।
Om Shanti. Good evening. Welcome everyone. This very spring-like day today. Since you all made priority to come here. Could have gone many other places too, right? Being such a nice day today. So there is something that brought you here for this evening. How many of you do not understand English? In the audience here, those who are sitting. Everyone understand Hindi as well? Sorry, I meant to ask Hindi. You don't understand. Okay. But you understood the song? Not much? Little? Okay. So the song said it all, right? Those of you understood, it was just few lines why we are here. And I'm sure all of you must have seen the invitation, which has a couple of lines written underneath. All of you remembers those words? The big title was Satyam, Shivam, Sundaram. But underneath there was something written. That whatever that is, whom we call as Shiva, we will talk in a minute and understand what Shiva Ratri means. Because every festival comes, we celebrate, it always carries a message hidden behind all the rituals that we do. We may be doing it once a year. Some places in India, they do it probably every month for this smaller scale
of worshipping, right? Observing as a Shiva Ratri. But this is one of the probably held much more significance in the sense of Shiva Ratri. There are two festivals that comes with the word Ratri. Shiva Ratri and the other one is Navratri. Who doesn't know that? Everyone knows. So Shiva Ratri, we need to know what is Shiva means. Ratri means the night. So what it means, night of Shiva. Or is it Shiva's night? What kind of night it is? And what Shiva has to do with the night? It is not a night that we understand for 24 hours. That is on a very small scale. When we do all the worshipping, for so many years we all have been doing it. Somewhere we did it in India, but also here. And it's millions of devotees would do on that particular day especially. Stay awake the whole night, praise, do many rituals physically, and also holding fast. So is it only one day is enough? Shiva will be pleased. As it is, we know, the story in the scriptures tells us it's very easy to please Shiva. Even by mistake, not by mistake, not even there was intention to worship Shivlingam, and somebody was on the tree dropping the leaves, and Shiva became pleased. Oh, you called me, you worshipped me. Right? That's one of the story. Those of you who know the story, I'm not sharing the story, but one of the story which is very popular and how it started. But it signifies how God is very easy to please. Easy to please? Who is God? Who is Shiva? Shiva is someone whom we worship. So Om Namah Shivaya we just heard. But also there is another verse that comes is Shiv Paramatmai Namaha. For others we always say Devtai Namaha. So there is a difference. Paramatma means Param Atma, Supreme Soul. So that's the highest, the most divine being, the most powerful being. And he says to us, so night of Shiva represents actually in one line is where is Shiva's descent on this earth to help us become free from. What do we want to become free from? Do we want to become free from anything? Or we are okay as it is? Is there anything we would like to have it end? Finish? What is rather increasing in our world, right? We want love, peace, unity, harmony. But rather, instead, what we have, duality, corruption, anger, ego, all of that. And that's basically the root cause. We can say is the night of ignorance, night of all these negative energies surrounded everywhere. Makes our life not very easy to live, but also not easy to enjoy. So Shiva's descent on the earth to help us to end this night and help us to go. He guides us how to bring, we can say dawn, we can say day, we can say in our lives which is filled with what we really are looking for. Love, peace, wisdom, kindness, compassion. So in temples, the ritual that would performed, there are many things. I may not be able to pinpoint every single one of them, but just few. One is devotees would hold fast. What is the fast? Fasting from food, okay, maybe 1 day, probably 2 days, 3 days, how many days? If all of you are here sitting, parents, you have children, would you want your children to be not eating? And you will be happy? If God, whom we say He is our spiritual parent, would He be pleased when we do not eat when I'm hungry or body is asking for food? There is a message. It's the fasting from all the other things that we are not seeing. No? How to think, what attitude I should have, what kind of feelings I should have, how do we interact with each other. That's where the fasting that He wants us to have. And at this time when He comes, it's the night of Shiva, as I said, is God's descent. The message that we receive is to walk on this path where He says to end, because we are calling God to help us to end irreligiousness or corruption or unrighteousness, things like that. How can we end it in our world? God is a powerful being and He can do it, I'm sure. Do we need to tell Him? Or He knows He has to do it? What would we say? But by calling us to Him, He responds in different ways. And one of the ways He says to bring the shift, bring the change into human mind. Because that's the way, that is the key way, that is the only way to bring shift in the world. Until and unless we bring that change at our mind, in our thinking, in our feeling, attitude, outside is just a reflection of what we are inside. That's what we learn in Brahma Kumaris, but that's the message. Because there was a couple of lines written in the invitation where it says to recognize the truth, eternal truth. Satyam is the truth. Shivam, there was one word written, was benevolent. And the Sundaram is beauty. And this beauty, of course, has not to do with the physical beauty. It's the beauty of the soul. Where there is simplicity, there is a purity, there is innocence. That's the beauty he's talking about. So in Shiva's temple, one of the things we see is constant drip of the water from the urn on the Shivlingam, right? It doesn't come constantly like with straight, but it always have a drop and drop. What does drop signifies? It is this drop of awareness that he comes and shares to us. And one of the first drop he shares is to recognize who we are. He gives us our own true introduction. He helps us to see our own spiritual, real identity as a being of his children. Because by coming in this world, different costumes we all have adopted, meaning the bodies. We are practicing different beliefs, faiths. We're not able to see as one, as family, whole world. So one of the first drop that he brings us into our awareness is drop all those physical things that you are associating. You're not what you are seeing through this body, but you are what you cannot see with these physical eyes. And that is subtle being of light, the energy, soul, Atma, you can say. When I realize and I live my life from that place, from this drop of awareness, I start to experience the truth, the benevolence, the purity, peace, love, and of course beauty is part of it. The second drop of knowledge is he reveals himself in the true sense as who he is. He is no different than any one of us look like as a soul. No. For God, there can be so many opinions, as many of us, we would all have our own opinion. There are so many opinions in the world. Some says God lives in all of us. He is omnipresent in that sense. Some would say God is beyond name and form. He doesn't have a name, doesn't have any form. Some would say God is, I am part of that being. We all are part of that being, one being. One day we all will merge and being that one being into that. There are some group of people believes God is the creator and we are the creation, his children. Now to be able to understand how which one is true, on the path of devotion, one thing we do is always, we have been doing everything with feelings for sure. Bhavana is there, devotional feelings there, but not necessarily we have used our logic. If we listen to any stories that is on the scriptures, path of devotion, it doesn't give us logical understanding. How can it be possible like this? That is the story. But the story carries very rich message. But now is the time where I cannot just follow blindly because my parents did it, my grandparents did it, because our family did it. I am just continuing the same. No, let me understand why. Why they were doing it, what they were doing it. There must be reason. Because in today's generation, I'm sure all of you know, the children who are born and brought up, especially in this country, they would ask you, right? Why do we do this? Why do we go to temple? Huh? Anyone has those questions to be answered? So we need to have those answers cleared for us. Then we can also make sure our children understand why we follow those things. because it's important to learn the roots where we come from. But also we cannot forget by following everything as just a physical level, but we also need to remember the spiritual message that it carries, the importance that it is. So while one of the thing is fasting, the other is drop of water constantly. So this is a constant awareness of who I am and who he is. Who is he? He says, nothing can be without name or a form, if you really look at it. Air. Can we see air? No. But if someone will do the painting, they will do some kind of painting where we can see and we can figure out if there is a tornado or there is just some gentle breeze. There is a difference, right? By looking at the paintings. So, what is his form? Let's look at the form. As he is our spiritual parent, it's the same form as light. Point of light. All of you are seeing in the center of in the stage. Very tiny, very subtle point of light, spiritual energy. And this is why it is not physical. We cannot see with the physical eyes. The name. What is his name? Any name we would call God, he would answer, right? Yeah? How many names there are? Scripture says how many? I don't know. Any one of you know the number? Some few thousands or few 100,000? Somewhere around there, I think. I cannot remember. Huh? Anyone who knows? Whether we are Hindu tradition or Christianity or Buddhism, whichever name we would call, he would answer. All of us have more than one name. Many of us have more than one name, right? Mom and dad will call me differently. Family might call me differently. Friends might call me differently. But the passport might hold something different. Is it? All those names can't be on the passport. Only one can go there, which is my original real name. So God also has many names. But he also have one name that goes on the passport like us. Says his one original name, eternal name, Shiva. Because if you look at especially Hindu tradition, I'm talking here, is where Jyotirlingam, 12 Jyotirlingam, carries the most significance, where people go around the 4 directions. We say it's Jyotirlingam. And when we go to those Jyotirlingam, what do we see? Shivling, right? Shivling. Jyotirling. Shivling. Ling is symbol of Shiva. Jyotirling, symbol of light. It gives its own introduction. Shiva. Doesn't matter what name the temple, maybe Somnath, maybe it's Amarnath, maybe it's Rameshwaram, whatever it is. But the mere fact, what we worship, what we say is Shivling, or we refer to as Jyotirlingam. So the form of light is what we just said, as soul is light. Supreme soul, the spiritual parent of the soul, is also light. Not a human form as body we have. And Shiva, the word carries 3 meanings. Shiva means point, its own introduction. Shiva means the point. Shiva also means the essence. Essence, the seed, we can say, because we said, right, earlier, it's a creator. He holds all the information, right? Like the tree, when we plant the seed, if those seeds can tell, they can tell, right, how long it will take for them to grow and when the fruit will bear. But those seeds cannot speak. This is a conscious, can speak. And benevolence. Parent would not wish to bring any bad things. They don't have any of those attitude or feelings towards the children, will it? In our world even. However mischievous they may be, or you parents will never wish anything not so good for the children. So he is the supreme parent, spiritual parent, the most purest being. He's always benevolent. Do we all experience that? No response? Yes, no, sometimes? What else do we do on Shiva Ratri? I thought it's a two-way conversation, so now I have to pause so I could hear from the other side. Stay awake, right? Important. Why do we stay awake? Yeah, it's the inner awakening with the awareness, those drops of knowledge that he gives. That is the awakening, spiritual awakening. We have taken it on a physical sense of stay awake through the night, but is keeping that flame ignited inside, inner awakening, the first drop of knowledge. And also to remember the second drop as who he is, having that link with this source of benevolence, having the link with source of eternal truth. It is so most powerful, the highest being, enables the soul also to see my own truth, recognize my own true identity, helps me in that connection that I can also live with this awareness consciously. There are stories in the scriptures. Actually, yesterday we had a program in Monroe and someone was sharing, so that just reminded me some stories I have heard a while ago. That Shiva Ratri has 2-3 kinds of different significance. One is, say, night of Shiva, it's God's descent on earth. But the other, Shiva, it's a birthday, we can say. But we don't say it's a day, it's a night. The other story says that it is also seen as a wedding day of Shiva, is it? How many of you know that? How can it be your birthday and the wedding day is the same? What does it signify? And they also show every species is part of this wedding procession, right? The answer I got yesterday, someone shared the story, is even the ghost and all those energies also become part of this wedding procession. But the third story was very much that I stayed with me was when there was Amrut, nectar appeared. Before nectar came from the churning of the ocean, there was a war between deities and devils, they say. One of the things came out was poison. And no one was ready to take the poison. So who had to take it? Shiva take it. So what is that poison? Why is this? Right. Because also one of the things that we offer, the flowers on a shivling, which doesn't hold any fragrance, no beauty, no color, and also it's poisonous. Any other deities, you would find most colorful, fragrant flowers. We don't go to shivlinga with those flowers, right? Which flower we take? Datura and Ak, which is poisonous and no fragrance. What does that tell us? God doesn't see any negative traits within us. He accepts us with however we are, whatever we are, because we are His children. Any parent would accept, right? But yes, by giving the first drop of knowledge, He makes us see what I need to get rid of. Because definitely only parents will have to help us to guide, to reform ourselves. So that's why that continuous drop that He gives, to recognize your own self, start walking on the path of righteousness, being truthful, honest, live your life from being who you are eternally, and having awareness of who He is as my guide. He helps us to eliminate those negative vices or traits like poison in our life, and rather fills our lives with divine qualities, that who He is, that love, His wisdom, kindness, compassion, unity, harmony, whatever we all are seeking, trying our best. So this is something, few points that we are learning this evening or experiencing. I am sure anyone has any other comments here? No? Anyone came for the first time here today? Okay. Welcome. How many of you came here before for this kind of event? Some of you. Okay. So you have heard, you know about Brahma Kumaris. Have you heard these things before, or today's first time? Or it's a good to hear as a reminder, you think? But we have to remember, it's the constant drop we can take, right? It is as a promise to myself. It's a commitment to myself, along with promise to the Supreme Parent. That's something we need to do. No? Otherwise, we all want to wish to see the change in the world. Do we all want to change? We all ready to see something different? Or are we all happy and enjoying what we have right now? How many of us want to have some change, a little change? Okay. How many of us just happy as it is? No hands raised. So definitely there is some work to be done, right? And who is going to do it? We only will have to do it, right? Because God comes and He says, this is what it is, and the rest is up to us now. His help is there. That's why they say, God help those who help themselves. So we have to start taking those first steps with the first drop of knowledge and start sharing that energy, and also feeling my own self, because we need strength. It's not easy to bring shift, right? Change is constant, but it's not that we are always ready for change. Are we ready for change every time? It takes a while to get adjusted again, right? We are comfortable in our comfort zone. We get used to certain ways, different place, different people, little different will bring us a lot of, that's where we know how much comfortable we are where we are. But solution is somewhere we are looking outside. If we are looking outside, even God says the solution is within you. Because that's where He gives the first drop, right? First drop, see yourself, recognize yourself, and then the second drop. Once we start to recognize ourselves and see ourselves, be ourselves as a soul, then it will be easy to be in His company. Constant company. Because that's also, fasting is something where I am freeing my mind, my thoughts from any other directions which is not needed to go, and constructively, consciously thinking from being. His energy will definitely be there to help us move forward. Yeah? So are we ready to make some promise today? Because one of the things they do is vrat also, right? All different ritual is there. Those rituals could be temporary for a 1 week, 1 month, maybe 1 year. Here, this is a lifetime commitment. Because we want to see this change forever. So we have to hold this promise forever. But when I take one step, then God will give help of how many steps? 1,000. That was quite big. So it's not 1-to-1, right? That's our human calculation. God's mathematics is different. Much more than we could imagine. Because it's not a physical counting that He does. He notices our true, honest feelings. That's why I said unintentional worship. It's not even my plan and I just by chance did it something. God, Shiva will be pleased. That's why He said to be innocent Lord, right? All He needs is honesty. Honesty can be said as purity, cleanliness, all of that is part of honesty. And when we live our life from there, the beauty of soul gets revealed. Spiritual beauty. So are we ready, all of us, to live from the first drop along with the second drop and spreading, and the many more drops will be there continuing, right? Because those are constant drops. Because bestower is giving always. We can see God as a light who ends the night of ignorance, suffering, pain, sorrow. God's light helps us to go into a place where it's filled with light, love, peace, happiness, unity, and harmony. But it has to come from within. The solution is inside. Outside we try to fix it, it might get fixed temporarily. But internally, when I start fixing, one drop at a time, one step at a time, and it brings a permanent solution. Because that is going to be there much longer. And we all agree to that. We all have experience. This is why we are agreeing. So let us experience few moments, the time of reflection. I will share few thoughts. And all of you are welcome to keep your eyes open. You can focus on the light on the stage in the center. Or if you feel comfortable, you may close your eyes, no problem. As long as you stay alert. Just follow, try to follow what is being said and have an experience. Next few moments, let us visualize by focusing our attention into the center of the forehead, between the two eyebrows. I visualize star-like energy, point of light, the being, being of eternal truth. Being of love. Being of happiness. In this awareness, as I, the being of light, I see the divine light supreme soul, spiritual parent of I, the soul, the most powerful being. like the sun, this divine light radiates the energy, the rays of love, eternal truth, rays of peace radiates the light of constant benevolence, and power. I, the soul, in the company of this most powerful being, continue to absorb these rays within myself. Drop by drop, rays of love, truth, rays of peace and power, empowering me, the soul, this connection, this presence enables me to see my own truth, who I am. I am eternally truthful, peaceful, powerful, child of God, supreme. By spending few moments every day few times a day, remembering the drop of knowledge, the drop of awareness as to who I am, and also remembering who my spiritual parent is. This connection is eternal. It empowers the soul. This connection helps me to eliminate all the negative things of pain and sorrow from my life. And it fills up with peace, power, benevolence, truth, kindness. I, the soul, experiencing to be empowered, able to help many others. I start to live my life in this world of action, but I keep this inner flame, inner awakening, who I am constantly. This drop of knowledge and awareness influence my thinking, my speaking, and my doing, interacting with many others. I exchange with the being, the most pure, peaceful being. I am able to recognize the truth and beauty in every soul. As we are all eternal children of eternal spiritual Father, Supreme Soul. One drop by drop, one thought at a time, our life gets filled with the light of God, eternal truth, and peace and power. It is a day, the night of suffering, of pain and sorrow has ended. It is the day with light being in my life, being in my awareness as who I am. God's light showers on me constantly, spreads His rays always. as I walk on the path of righteousness, on the path of truth, as He is giving me this wisdom, awareness. I experience my life full of love, peace, power, benevolence. I share same with many others. And slowly, the world gets full, where all of us, as a light, start to shine and share the same. On this day of Shiva Ratri, I promise to myself, it's my own commitment to keep my light, the drop of knowledge, constantly awaken. Also, hold God's light very close, and I walk the path. This way, we all together able to bring an end of suffering, pain and sorrow of every soul in our world, and fills everyone's life with eternal truth, love, peace, unity. As a spiritual parent of I, the soul, Supreme Soul, blesses. His helping hand is there to guide us. One step I take, and I experience much more from His side. Om Shanti. Om Shanti. Om Shanti.
And now we have with us Arav Rajkumar, who will be singing live for us. It's a beautiful meditative song in praise of Shiva, the Supreme Soul.
शिव बाबा को याद कर, जी भर उसको प्यार कर, सांसों को आबाद कर ले मेरे मना। शिव बाबा को याद कर, जी भर उसको प्यार कर, सांसों को आबाद कर ले मेरे मना। झूमती बहारें, रिमझिम बरसते स्नेह की फुहारें, रंग निराला है रूप सलोना, दिल चाहे उससे जुदा कब न होना। अब न इंतजार कर, बैठना हिम्मत हार कर, प्रभु का तू दीदार कर ले मेरे मना। शिव बाबा को याद कर, जी भर उसको प्यार कर, सांसों को आबाद कर ले मेरे मना। यादों की लहरों में जो लहराए, एक अलौकिक सुख वो पाए। शूली को काटा कर दे, काटे को जूही, पर्वत को राह कर दे, राह करो। दिल ही दिल में बात कर, मन में मुलाकात कर, खुद को तू आजाद कर ले मेरे मना। शिव बाबा को याद कर, जी भर उसको प्यार कर, सांसों को आबाद कर ले मेरे मना। सांसों को आबाद कर ले मेरे मना। सांसों को आबाद कर ले मेरे मना। ओम शांति। थैंक यू।
Very good. Here you can take this.
Go up.
Good job. Very nice.
Thank you so much. This was Arav Rajkumar. He has been practicing Raj Yoga for last 4 years. We have a kids group also over here who practice Raj Yoga. So I will come to that. First of all, thank you so much, Sister Parul. That was really wonderful, wonderful. I hope so. All of you are now enlightened, you know, a new awakening. We understood Shiva Ratri, that how to celebrate in a very new way, like what is the true meaning behind it, right? And the things that touched me was what is true fasting. So much we fast, we are thinking about food whole day and we are fasting. And we think about what different things I can prepare, you know, few days before we are ready that, okay, I have to make this is what I can have. But today we understood what is true fasting. And secondly, a shift in your mind. That's all we need, a shift in our mind. So self-transformation is world transformation. A shift in my mind will bring the shift in the world. And that first drop, the second drop, that is, who am I, your inner awakening. And then, who is God, who is true Shiv Baba, Shiv, the Supreme Soul.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
She came all the way from Cinnamon Sin. So once again, a round of applause for Sister Parul.
Thank you.
So we are concluding the program now. I have a few announcements for that. First and foremost, I'll announce we will have Toli and Blessing. So the first row will, our ushers will guide you. You come here, take the blessing card, take a small sweet or prasad, and then there'll be light refreshments over there. You just go here, ushers will still guide you, and you can come back in this room if you want to have it here, or you can head home and have it home. It's your choice, whatever you want to do. And these, the Toli and the light refreshment are prepared by yogis in remembrance of God. So it is really, really a very pure food which you will be consuming, and it's amazing, very powerful. Secondly, I have announcements regarding our programs. Coming every Tuesday from 7:30 to 8:15, we have experiential meditation. And this Tuesday, March 5th, I think so, March 5th, the topic is Overcome Obsessive Thinking. So from 7:30 to 8:15, you're welcome to come here, or you can watch it on Zoom. One more thing, anybody new over here? Anybody here for the first time?
Yeah, there were a
New?
few hands.
Okay. So if you want to be on our list of emailing list and all, so outside at the reception, we have our young brothers over there. You can give your information over there, your name, email ID, and phone number. So that will help us send you all the programs and all. So you can keep coming here and then take the Raj Yoga course and see the change. And then on March 16th, we have a program in Hindi that is called Gun Mala. That is a garland of virtues. And this time it is on virtue of cooperation. And that is from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. And so register yourself and you'll receive all these programs automatically. And every third Sunday, we have World Meditation Hour from 6:30 to 7:30. That is, we meditate for the world. You know, we practice that in Raj Yoga, that we wake up early in the morning, we meditate for ourselves, but every day in the evening, 7 to 7:30, we meditate for the world. But we have a special day, that is the third Sunday, 1 hour we meditate for the world. And then we have a children's class on March 24th from 11 to 12:30. That is also a Sunday. So we have from age group 5 onwards and teenage. So 5 to 8, 9 to 12, and 13 plus. And at the same time, the parents are also in the class. You cannot leave your kid and go somewhere shopping. You have to be here because it is the same topic all of you are listening to, and it will help you that, you know, you can work on it at home. When you take your kids back home, you can discuss on that topic. And we have literature outside. So you can buy books we have. And of course, we have some free CDs and DVDs that you can pick it up. So it is outside in the lobby. So thank you all for coming. We had a wonderful time together. I hope so you all enjoyed your time over here. And we are rejuvenated over here. We have awakened ourselves, right? So thank you all once again. We will have a light music or some meditational songs going on, but ushers will guide you. So one by one you can. So please don't stand in line or anything. You'll be ushered. Just enjoy the meditation. You can sit in your meditative stage and let us go silently around and do this. Okay? Thank you. Good night.
अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन, शिव वसंत है, मधुबन का स्वयं श्रृंगार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता। शिव अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन, शिव वसंत है। शिव है सूर्य, हम सूर्य की किरणें, ज्ञान उजाला शिव से पाना है। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, यहाँ वहाँ हम कितना ही भटके, शिव ही अंततः सबका ठिकाना है। सत्यम शिवम शिव समुद्र है, हम सरिताएं, मधुर मिलन के स्वप्न सजाए, शिव सहज समर्पण स्वीकार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता। शिव अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन, शिव वसंत है। अजर अमर शिव पिता अजन्मा है, निराकार है, सत्य सनातन है। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, हृदय लगाकर प्रेम लुटाता है, भगवन ऐसा अलख निरंजन है। सत्यम शिवम शिव विराट है, हम बिंदु मात्र हैं, शिव महादानी, हम योग्य पात्र हैं, बिन मांगे ही अनुग्रह वो उदार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता। शिव अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन, शिव वसंत है। मधु का अक्षय कोश सदा शिव है, और हम मधुबीनी संतानें हैं। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, परम धाम में वास जो करता है, हम जग में उसकी पहचाने हैं। सत्यम शिवम सुंदरम, ज्योति बिंदु को केंद्र बिंदु कर गर्वित रहते परम पिता पर। मन उसको नमन बार बार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता। शिव अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन शिव वसंत है। मधुबन का स्वयं श्रृंगार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता, हर कली हर फूल से वो प्यार करता। शिव अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन शिव अनादि है, अनादि है, शिव अनंत है, अनंत है, जीवन मधुबन मधुबन शिव वसंत है। शिव पिता का सत्य ज्ञान एक दुनिया नहीं लाएगा, एक दुनिया नहीं लाएगा। आत्म जागृति का संदेशा घर घर में पहुंचाएगा, घर घर में पहुंचाएगा। योगी बनो पवित्र बनो, योगी बनो पवित्र बनो। शिव पिता का सत्य ज्ञान एक दुनिया नहीं लाएगा, एक दुनिया नहीं लाएगा। योगी बनो पवित्र बनो, योगी बनो पवित्र बनो। शिव का अर्थ कल्याणकारी, इसलिए शिव कहते हैं। ब्रह्मा तन में होते अवतरित, जग परिवर्तन करते हैं। अविनाशी सुख शांति के लिए विश्व को दिशा दिखाएगा। आत्म जागृति का संदेशा घर घर में पहुंचाएगा, घर घर में पहुंचाएगा। योगी बनो पवित्र बनो, योगी बनो पवित्र बनो। माता पिता है बंधु सखा वो, सबका सद्गुरु साथी है। जिस आत्मा को साथ मिला वो देवात्मा बन जाती है। गीता ज्ञान का दाता वो दैवी सृष्टि सजाएगा। आत्म जागृति का संदेशा घर घर में पहुंचाएगा, घर घर में पहुंचाएगा। योगी बनो पवित्र बनो, योगी बनो पवित्र